Hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. I never got to finish plowing the other day because the neighbor had a tree fall in the field that was in the way and so on and so forth. Anyway, we had to stop that day when everything was running and working good. And today everything was running and working good, and I went and put the plow in the ground with this thing. And this completely bit the dust. So I gotta get an injection pump on this thing. I'll put a picture in here that shows what we got, what I found. Okay, this shaft right here, this is your fuel shut off right there. Okay, and inside you take this plate off. All right, then you can pull this out completely. And inside the little tang, there's supposed to be a, what am I trying to say here? A pin, or there's a little like roll pin in the back side of this thing that turns a cam in there to make it turn the fuel on or off. That cam, or the piece that roll pin sticks into in that cam, is broken. So anyway, another, I don't even know really yet, $800 probably, and we'll have it back. So I was planning on my video today being putting the disc on that and go to work, of course, after I finish plowing the field and getting it leveled out with the disc. Well, that ain't gonna work out because I haven't even finished plowing the field yet. So brought into service the 1950 Farmall C. Now this tractor, I've pulled this plow. This is the Little Genius single 16 plow, International Harvester. I pulled this plow, this tractor before. It pulls it just fine. You have to kick the drawbar over as such. I have to put the plow hitch on, which I've got the bolts for that in the toolbox here. And the trip mechanism on this thing right here needs a cotter pin. Anyway, I've greased the plow. I've still got to grease the tractor up, and I gotta find a pair of pliers or something to bend that with. And then we're gonna go hit the dirt with this thing and finish plowing my field anyway today. And maybe, just maybe, we'll go hitch this onto the old drag disc that also requires a plow hitch and get it done. Anyway, off we go. All right, so before somebody asks, we're just gonna go ahead and answer this question. This is a plow hitch, okay? Bolts to the drawbar. Then the drawbar, the tongue of the plow, drops over it, okay? This was how they did it before. They had trip bottom plows, okay? Meaning that the plow would actually kick this piece up, all right, instead of keeping it down in the ground, okay? This one won't kick out like that. It holds in the ground all the time. It doesn't have a release here that lets it kick if you hit a rock or something. So in order to keep from tipping tractors over, because, you know, the tractor didn't care. It wasn't like a horse. When it hit a hard spot, it wouldn't stop. So they devised this system, which, you know, pretty simple. It drops over here, okay? And then the when you hit a hard spot or a hard enough spot, it trips this thing, kicks this piece up like this, and then it lets the tractor go without tipping it over, supposedly. I've never been so misfortunate as to find out if it actually works or not, and hopefully we don't have to find out today. But That's the idea behind that. It's just a safety mechanism to keep you from either A, tearing up the plow, or tipping over the tractor. Now, I've come pretty close with this plow and this tractor to having it pop that, but I've never actually done it. So anyway, let me get the tractor greased and we'll get hitched up and we'll go get this job done. Hopefully everything will work this time. All right, so tractor's greased, plow's hitched. Once I get down to the field, I gotta try and remember what these levers do exactly, and then we can get on with it. I know I gotta raise this one up for sure. I might have to leave this other one alone. I don't remember. Like I said, I'm not a trip plow expert, but guess what? We're gonna learn today. All right, so we made a couple tweaks to our adjustments there. Well, I guess all that's left really is to see what happens. So I'm gonna see if I can't stick you guys someplace where you'll be able to see something on a magnet mount, and we'll go from there. Probably gonna pick up lots and lots of gear whine though, so sit tight, I guess. As you can see, it still works. It's just going to take a little while longer. Alright, so we made our first full round here with it, and it's deep enough, but it's not deep enough really. And if you heard me back off the throttle there, I was running in 3rd gear with it, and it was going too fast. It was throwing, instead of just rolling the dirt over, it was throwing it this far. So don't want that. We just kind of want it to roll over. So anyway, we need to raise this handle here up a notch, and we'll leave that one alone for right now. I believe that'll do. Well, I hope my rope holds up, but I guess if it don't, well, oh, there's a whole bunch of baler twine. I guess we can make something work. Anyway, I'm gonna go plow. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I guess we'll plow it second. Third's just too fast. be damned. Look at that. I turned the lights on somehow. Were those both on too? One of them was. Huh. Alright then. Anyway. That's enough ride along for you for this stage problem. I'm going to get this done now. So, not done plowing yet. But anyway, due to circumstances beyond my control, I had to take a little break here. So now me and the old C is gonna go finish plowing on a straight pipe. The neighbors ought to love that shit. And my wife claims I'm deaf now. This ought to be real fun. Anyway, guys, I don't know. We're gonna see what happens here. I'm gonna go finish plowing and then we'll see what else goes on. Oh, what's wrong with this camera? Well, if this is sideways, I'm sorry. But anyway, so now we finished plowing my field. It's done finally. Raise this plow back up to transport position like so. I was having some trouble with my trip mechanism here, not wanting to catch this spring. As well, as you can see, it's probably as old as the plow, and it's been broke, and it's got wire and who knows what else on it, so no big deal there. We just needed spring or maybe a new piece of wire. Next thing on the docket is to get some of the dirt off this and paint it. Okay, there's all kinds of ways to preserve plow wear parts and stuff, keep it from rusting up. For me, Rust-Oleum paint is the only thing I've found that really works. If you're going to keep one inside forever or in between uses, then grease on the plow bottom, on the mold board and the point and the coulters and whatnot. Smearing them with grease seems to work. If you're going to leave them outside, like I'm going to do with this one especially, you got to paint it or it will just rust away. So let me see if I brought enough paint up here or not. I don't remember whether I took the other can out of my truck or if I left it. Well, this one's about gone. Anyway, I must have left it back in the truck, which is back at the house. So anyway, I guess we'll get some more paint and come back to do this in a little while. Let me I'll show you just kind of what I'm doing here to start with. I guess not much to it, just dust it off a little bit and spray some paint on it. If I had a pressure washer, I would pressure wash it first and then paint it. But anyway, I don't have one of those. And as you can see, well, I hope you can see, this one is all kind of pitted and stuff from having sat for a long time without any kind of care and maintenance taken to it. So anyway, it ain't got to be pretty, because all you're going to do is scuff it right off there if you go plow again. So just paint it up so that you don't have to replace wear parts due to being rusted out. That's really expensive and stupid if you're doing that. So, and yeah, I'm about out of paint in this can, so we're going to have to go find some more. Well, yeah. Anyway, I gotta go get another can of paint, guys. So if I decide not to go discing today, then it'll be God knows when before I do go disc the ground. But I would much rather use the 484 and the 10-foot disc rather than putting the old 8-foot disc on this. But by God, if we got to put the 8-foot disc on this, that's what we'll do. I'm not afraid to use this tractor in the least little bit. So, matter of fact, if I had $1 for all the acres that poor little thing has worked up in the springtime and the fall and everything else, all of its life, I probably wouldn't have to be doing this stuff. So anyway, or at least if I did, I probably wouldn't have to use that for doing it anyway. I'd be able to buy something decent to use. So yeah, if I don't come back in this video, I'll be back again one of these days. So thanks for watching, and we'll get back to you.